Who's to blame for the fact that we're not fully up and running as of this morning, which was the original target, whether it was too optimistic or not?
Yeah, look, here's what I do know. I know every hour is getting better. We have more and more banks online. We do expect even more money out the door sometime this afternoon. This is a Herculean effort by the banks. I will tell you, banks worked overnight since we didn't get the regulations until about 6:30 last night. They worked overnight to put all the compliance regulations in place and also all the compliance in place. So look, I'm very proud of what the banks have done so far. I think this gets better sometime mid next week, where we're going to process hundreds of thousands of loans. That number you just quoted from Bank of America, 60,000 loan applications since 9 a.m. Well, that's the amount of loans the SBA processed all of last year. So we're going to do about 2 million loans in 2 weeks.
I know. The numbers are astonishing, Rich. And as you said, the banks didn't get the final guidance until last night, so it's very difficult to expect all of them to have been ready and up and running. But how unfair is this potentially on certain small businesses that may have needed the money today and were expecting it today, particularly when you add the extra factor that this is a first-come, first-served basis program, and it's quite plausible the $350 billion could run out, and some may be excluded from that initial 350 simply by virtue of who happened to be their banker.
Yeah, so look, we are encouraging existing customers to go to their bank. So go to the bank where you have an existing business first, because we can get them through the pipeline faster, so we can get to people who are newer customers to the bank. High volume, 2 to 3 million applications. We're working night and day to make sure all small businesses who need assistance do receive it. We don't think we're going to run out of money. The Treasury has done computations about how much payroll is needed. And if we do run out of money, I am sure Congress, when they return on April 20th or sometime in that area, will replenish the funds. It is our effort to move heaven and earth to protect the small business men and women who are the backbone of our economy.
Are there any banks, Richard, that are not participating in this program? And if so, why? Do they have legal risk here that they take on, or any kind of other financial risk that might make it unattractive for the banks?
Yeah, sure. So the vast majority of good old CBA member banks are participating if they are a SBA certified lender. First off, we're asking all 10,000 banks to participate since it is such a high volume to do it. For those who are not participating, they may have liquidity problems. Just don't know. But we're going to do everything we can from the CBA standpoint to make sure small businesses who need this money can get it. We're asking for a little bit of patience. Again, we're not even 24 hours into this process. We have more loans already in the pipeline than were made all of last year. We're going from $20 billion in distribution to $350 billion. Every small business, I think, understands when you expand your group, it's going to take some time to get through the process.
Richard, I want to end on a very big, broad question, which may be a little unfair on certain individual banks, but I think it's broadly fair on the industry as a whole to say that last time round, 08-09, the banking industry was bailed out by the government, and many more banks would have gone under if not for government assistance. Is it fair to expect the banks this time round, regardless of what's happened in the 12 years in between, to go above and beyond and potentially take some losses, expensive costs, to make sure that the economy keeps going?
Yeah, look, not only should we, we're going to. This is our time to help out the consumer who've been with us for decades. We're going to do the right thing. We are reaching out to small businesses everywhere. We're not waiting for them to call us. We're calling them. We want to lead in this recovery. We understand people are both physically ill and fiscally ill as well. So this is an opportunity for the banking industry, small, regional, large, even credit unions and fintechs, to lead the way back in this economy.